Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and this game has just gotten a massive update. So there's actually a lot to go through in this update, so let's just go straight through it, and we'll go for the most obvious one, and that is the new models for the machine and the appraiser and some other things as well like that. So as you can see, even the spawn pad here has gotten a new little model around it just to make it look a little bit more cooler and kind of futuristic sort of thing, and to kind of link into what the new machines look like. So as you can see, the new spawner actually kind of has some sense to it, I guess you can say. Obviously beforehand, the spawner just kind of made things appear from out of nowhere. However, now they've gotten this little drill thing, which kind of makes it seem like the spawner is more drilling into the ground, getting the materials and then kind of making it up here, which is really cool. And obviously the spawn button has moved onto this nice little panel thing down here. And there is another lever here that says coming soon. We can't actually click it yet, nothing happens, but maybe this can be something to do with more luck. Maybe we can get more spawns or something like that. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see what this is, but that seems very exciting and very cool. Obviously, coming through, each little thing now has its own sort of unique kind of action going on. So the molder here actually has this cool little arm that comes down to make like a sword thing. And if you do go underneath, you can actually see this like little sword cut out, which is actually really cool. The polisher then has these nice little laser things going on, which is really cool. The classifier has these like little heater things going on above it, which is also really cool, very nice. The upgrader then kind of moves into like these little laser explosion things, which is just crazy. The enchanter, it's not showing up at the moment, but there you go. Nice little sparkle things, just kind of like you would expect from an enchant. And then the appraiser down here has these nice little yellow sparkles, which is really cool. And overall, just amazing. And then obviously it moves into this little like sort of glass house thing, where it moves off into the cell station. And there is also another button down here that says this button does nothing, and it does say status off. However, this seems like another thing that might be coming in a future update. Maybe it'll be like a little upgraded thing that comes along here that just kind of like ups the value or something, not too sure. But overall, really cool models, and as you can see, they all have like these unique little things going on, which is very nice. So that is very cool. Along with that, the appraiser has this little upgrade as well. Now, we do have like the similar kind of housing that it had beforehand with all the ladders and stuff. However, it now has this like kind of machine goo sort of look to it, which is really cool, with these like tanks and these pipes and stuff. And one thing to note, oh, whoa, that actually got opal. When did that get opal? Oh, well, that got opal in the video, so that's really cool. 1 in 100,000 there. But anyway, moving on. One thing to note is that the colours that show up are actually the colours of the buttons. So as you can see, quality is yellow, just like the button. Green for class, which is obviously really cool. Red there for levels. Blue for the enchants, and purple for the rarity, which is really cool. And I'm actually surprised that got opal in the video. That's actually really cool. Nice. But anyways, that is really cool there, and I really do like that. I think in terms of the bank and the cell station, nothing's changed there. We do have this little tree kind of in between it, which is kind of cool, and this little rock here as well, which is also very nice. But I think one of the main big things that has actually come from this update, apart from the 12 times luck that is currently active, obviously it does say 6 times luck down here. However, I think at some point it will come up in chat where it says it's just a visual bug or something like that, and it is actually 12 times luck. But one thing to note is that we have some brand new rarities and molds to the game. So as you can see, beyond opal, we actually have a new one called Uranium, and it doesn't actually follow this kind of like 10 times thing where it goes from 12,000 to 120,000. Instead, it's kind of like halfway through, so it's 5 times as rare or whatever as opal, which is really cool. Or more or less kind of like around that sort of ballpark anyway. But as you can see, we have Uranium, which is 300 times value. We also have a new one called Moonstone, which is 420 times value. And moving down, I believe this one's also new as well, Volcanic, which is 1,175 times value, which is insane. Now, I don't believe anyone's going to get this for a long time. If we do quickly go ahead and change this to the Ascender, like so, for me, right now, the volcanic thing is 1 in 1.73 billion, so absolutely no chance I'm getting that anytime soon. But as you can see, things like opal and that, uranium's kind of in the within reach. Obviously, as you can see, people are getting it, and there is the little message there saying it is currently 12 times luck, not 6 times. So that is really cool. But as you can see, uranium there, 100,000, well, 173,000 chance, which isn't too bad to say it is 300 times value. Obviously, I don't actually have one of those yet, but that is really cool. I don't think there's actually anything new in any of the others. If there is, let me know, but I've not actually seen anything yet. I have looked through and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure there's not. And I believe the reason for these new molds is because of the new models with the swords. So looking at the swords when they're just kind of placed down, obviously nothing different changed. They look the same. However, when I pick this up, as you can see, it's got this crazy new model going on right now. So I believe each mold has its new model, and this one is the amethyst one. And if we go ahead, we'll pick up a bronze one here. As you can see, a bronze one, a very basic looking, a very kind of dirty looking, as you would expect from a bronze sword. Moving down, we also have a ruby one here, and I believe this one's just kind of like red. Yeah, as you can see, kind of see-through as well, obviously, because ruby is kind of like that, I think. But yeah, overall, really cool looking designs on top of these ones as well. And they've definitely done a really good job on these designs. I'm quite happy with it. One thing that we can actually check as well, because it seems like we do have an opal sword now, apparently, thanks to that happening in the video. This is what the opal sword looks like, and I really, really like the look of this. So it's gotten this, like, obviously it's black because that's just kind of what opal is in this game. However, it's got this nice, like, white outline, as well as these little kind of, like, I don't know what you can call them. I'm going to call them sprongs, I guess. But, like, these little things on the end, which look really, really cool, and even a nice finish as well on the handle looks amazing. So, yeah, overall, really nice design there on the opal sword. I'm actually quite excited to see what a uranium sword looks like, so hopefully we can get one of those soon. I am going to keep this in the molder for now, because it would be very nice to make a video on a nice uranium sword. So let's go ahead and put that down. It is a little bit laggy, but that's not too bad at least. So let's see how long that's going to take to get to uranium. And obviously I will make a video once that becomes uranium. But one thing to finish off with, if I do just quickly put my other swords down and just take my damage sword through to the island of Noobs. As you might be able to see in a minute, they now have brand new animations, so they actually look a little bit more cleaner and a little bit more smooth. Obviously beforehand they were more or less just kind of like gliding around. However, now they actually do have this nice walking animation, so they do actually like start to walk before they move instead of just gliding around, which looks very, very nice. So that is obviously a nice big plus on that as well. And I think overall that is more or less the whole update. Obviously it is a very big update for this game. If I do have a quick look in the Discord, and they also have a new icon as well on the Discord, which looks really cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure overall that is more or less everything. Obviously we had the 3 new molds, new visuals on the models and stuff, so yeah, that is more or less it. It was more or less just kind of like visual changes and model changes, as well as bringing on in those 3 new molds. So hopefully we can get one of those at some point. I would love to make a video, especially on a uranium sword, maybe even a moonstone sword if we get lucky enough to get all the way up to 1 in 2 million chance. But yeah, all these people here getting crystal and stuff and uranium, very, very lucky. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.